When the dust settles. When the dust settles. The dust hasn't settled yet. Nothing has been finalized. But the first and second chapters of the book, the play, I'm going to bring them to you now. The utter mayhem of that time of day known as supper was for the most part all but complete. The dishes were done, all but one of the kids were fed. Cal Jr. was still working over at the grocery store, the one over and owned by their Sir Tony's, an Italian family. He may have had a bite there, or what is left in the warming oven can be held for him for later. The floors were swept, the jackets were hung on the drying rack just behind the kitchen stove next to the hot water tank. All the shoes and boots have been paired off, separated, and placed in separate rows just to the left of the kitchen door, in a little closet where they rarely ever seem to be. The routine from here is as usual. Time to grab a little sit down, for a few brief minutes. Chill out, relax, have a spot of tea and maybe a small piece of date loaf or whatever's left over. Perhaps butter that up and recharge for the evening before it sets in. And the next run of familiar duties gets kicked into gear. It's been a long day here, 29 row. But most are. And these last few have been filled with anxieties of unknown proportions that never seem to end. Cal, the other half, he's working a day shift this week, so the day got started pretty early, about 5:30 this morning. There's been a chill in the air, as well as some strange and unusual expressions coming out of him that it just seems odd that he comes across this way. He normally tells it like it is and doesn't beat around the bush. It's almost 6 p.m. Evening, supper's over. He's not home yet. Must be staying out for some crumbs, perhaps even an extra shift. There's no way to know for sure. They can't call from the pit bottom. So it's generally accepted that something of that nature is occurring. He did mention yesterday that the overman was wanting some of the boys to stay out to get that new wall ready for an extended production. Not to worry. The extra pay will certainly come in handy, since the pit was knocked out for 3 days in the last 2 weeks. A couple of small falls, he said. And we just can't afford to get any further fucking behind than we are now. As it stands, everything's fucking backed up. The milkman is 2 weeks behind. The insurance is due on Wednesday, a month late. God love Mosey Chuck. He doesn't put the pressure on you. He just says, we'll deal with it. Don't worry. The store bill, well, it's past its limit as well. Didn't help matters either that Cal decided to have a few while they were knocked off. Might be enough coal in the coal barn to last a week, provided it doesn't get too fucking cold too early. And then there's the power bill. That goddamn thing never seems to go down, never seems to be at zero. They were here last week collecting, and I had to give them $50 that I was saving for Christmas. Well, just like they say in the movies, one day the sun will shine, the stars will line, and the sky will become clearer. Not when you're living the life of a mining family. It just don't fucking happen. Ah, the life of a miner. Jesus, Mary, and fucking Joseph. If I don't take a drink of this beer or a drink of that wine in the next few minutes, God love and lay peace upon me. The kids are all taking turn eaches, getting washed up and ready for bed. They use the big sink in the back pantry on regular nights, and then come Saturday night, bath night, they use the big tub. One by one, they get all spiffied up, change into their jammies, and then the fight is on. To see who gets to the room first to get the best chair for the night of watching TV. Not to mention, first in the tub gets the best water, the cleanest water, and no one wants to sit in the middle spot of that goddamn fucking Chesterfield. It has that big Jesus spring coming right up through the middle of it and will rip the fucking hole right out of you. I asked Cal to do something about that weeks ago. Seems he just doesn't have to sit there, so it's not a big fucking issue to him. Listen, Ma. This is the fucking goal now, from now till they all go to fucking bed later on tonight. Everybody wants to be in the big chair by the fucking window. Since Dad is not home, the fight's on. For the love of fuck, get in there, sit down, shut the fuck up, and be quiet, or the next one in there, out here in the fucking kitchen, is going right up them fucking stairs to bed. Yeah, it's Tuesday. And on the lineup, on the only one fucking channel we got, as it always is, on our shaky, black and white, jittery fucking boob group, the one you gotta bang on the fucking side every once in a while to get fucking rolling, it's I Love Lucy at 7 o'clock. Petticoat Junction coming your way at 7:30. Woo-hoo! Yeah, I hear Joe coming down the track. Anyway, it's Peyton Place at 8, and the one and only king of comedy himself, Mr. Red Skeleton. Hope he does Glenn Hopper tonight, or even Freddie the Freeloader. So anyway, get your spot, keep it hot, and shut your goddamn trap. At this point, unless you are, and one of your sibs has some sort of alliance built between you and he or she, it may not be safe to get up to even go to the goddamn bathroom. Yeah, that little fucking watering house to the side of the wash, to the side of the bedroom there. Or to go for a piece of bread and lassie. It isn't a good time to do so. The old man should be home soon, and being late and probably hungry, you all better stay the way you are, 'cause if he's cranky, and it wouldn't be a fucking good time to be acting up unless you want that new welt on your back like the one you had the last time when you were pushing too fucking far. Alright? Okay? Better shake that fucking grate in the stove too. Put another shovel of coal on the fire and get the old fucking iron duke fired up. Time to put the kettle to the front of the stove, get her boiling and make some fresh tea, maybe a new pot. Throw out those old fucking tea bags. It's getting close to 8 o'clock. It's time to fucking get a new pot of tea on. Especially after drinking that cold tea all day, as Cal does from his can, with that nice thick bologna, baked beans, and fresh homemade bread. Nothing goes better than a hot cup of tea. You know that. He should be coming through the door any time now, so hang on. Quick. Time for a fucking quick puff. The last bit of tobacco roll in the making. Might be enough to roll another 10 or so, but after that, we're fucking done for the week unless a miracle happens and I can find a bag of tobacco somewhere. Here there might be some for sale, but we'll see that later on. The latch crackles just then, and yip, sounds like Clow coming in. The wind must have taken the door as he lifted the hook and got away from him. Another one of those things he was supposed to do when he had some free time, he said. One of these fucking days, he says, just like everything else. One of these fucking days. Just then, as the door slams back against the house, the inner door opens, and the gust of wind that swooshed forward. And there's not one cow, there's not two cows, there's two women coming forward, and two voices coming through the dimly lit porch. Unless Cal turned into a she over the last few hours. Grab that fucking door, Maggie, cries one voice. Hold on to me while I reach out for the handle, shrieks the other. What the fuck? Janet, yells Beth and Maggie, almost in unison. Janet! As they nervously and excitedly cross the threshold and push their way into the fucking kitchen. What the fuck are you two coming through in here like a fucking storm on the ocean? For the love of the fuck, what's going on? Maggie and Beth, as always, welcome, and daily regulars for some gossip and a fucking cup of tea. will most usually come one at a time from different directions and more placidly and casually just tap and enter, for fuck's sake. This is anything but the norm. So quick and unsettled and so boisterous and loud and such uneasy air about the fucking two of them. What the fuck is going on with the two of you? What the fuck brings the two of you here in such a panic state? And together. It's only 7:30. Cal's not even home from work yet. They must all be staying out for crumbs, are they? Wasn't Bill on day shift, Mag? And what about Johnny? Beth, yeah, like what you mentioned on the weekend, that he's still out on the surface for a couple more weeks till that shoulder injury firms up. So what the fuck's going on? Is he healed up? Is he fucked up? What the hell are the two of you doing storming in here like this at this fucking time of night anyway? Ma, will you come in here and tell them to stop picking on me? They're starting, and it's not even me either. It's not me. I didn't start it. He's in here spitting orange seeds at us, Ma. He's in here spitting orange seeds at us. There's something wrong with the TV, Ma. It's slipping. And you know, like it was the other night when the game was on, you couldn't see anything, the fucking queer lines. Ma, I can't get the baby to go to sleep. She won't stop crying. She had her bottle, Ma. Will you come upstairs for a minute to see what's the matter? She's throwing up, Ma. She's screaming bloody fucking murder. I gotta get the ends of that baby's ears put up or I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Janet, hold on a minute, will you? Tell the rest of that crew to fucking chill out for a minute, a few minutes, whatever the fuck it takes. For fuck's sake. Clam up, all of you. Shut the fuck up. Lord, dying, whistling, rory-eyed fucking Jesus. If I have to go into that fucking room, the whole fucking Jesus lot of you are going to bed, and that goddamn fucking TV is going to be turned off, turned down, kicked in, and if Cal will be in here in a friggin' minute, you'll fucking well know it. Janet, listen to yourself for a goddamn fucking minute, will you? Stop, listen to us. What? Well, we know you're not totally deaf with all that fucking commotion going on here. It's no friggin' wonder you didn't hear the fucking whistle. The whistle? What whistle? Oh, fuck, no. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. What? Not the pit whistle. But the pit whistle it only blows at noon. I heard it blow at noon. It's almost 8 o'clock. The only other time the pit whistle blows is when... Oh, fuck. The pit whistle blowing this late can only mean... The pit whistle blowing at this time can only mean